Hey, welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the home of Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. This is your host, Jermaine Lockett. Just want to say thanks for waking up with me this morning. It's another day, and here we are. I got to get it in quick because work is coming. Game preview versus the Browns. Oh my goodness, what are we going to get out of this game? There are tons of questions, so many things to talk about, but we got a limited time, so let's get it. Let's go. Before I even start, I'm going to make sure I pass that collection plate. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Definitely trying to build towards 1,000. We getting there. So both teams, they've had 2 losses in the last 4 weeks. It doesn't look great. And yeah, it's just win one, lose one, win one, lose one. This is just how this team seems to get down. Actually, both teams seem to get down. They seem very evenly matched. Baltimore is terrible at the ground game, while Cleveland succeeds at the ground game. Cleveland is not so great in the air, while Baltimore succeeds in the air. It definitely is it's going to be an evenly matched game, and it's going to be some frustration. It's prime time, and it's going to be wet out there. So y'all just know it's going to be a little crazy. Let's talk about these main points here. So we talked about both teams have lost 2 in the last 4 weeks. Pretty crazy, right? Win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Here's a question here. Will Lamar bomb out? He ain't had a 40-yard game, a 40-yard bomb since the Colts game. Lamar needs to go ahead and hook up with Hollywood Brown again for that deep shot. It would be lovely to see. Let's move forward here. The next will be, excuse the background there. Watch your step, boy. Is the pass D really that bad? It's one of the questions that a couple of people have asked, and it's just the shot plays. It's the shot plays, folks. When you give up shot plays the way that Baltimore is giving up, I mean, it's at least 2 big shot plays per game of over 40+ yards. It's just sad. It's just sad because the rest of the game, the team is locking it down. They're having great games. I mean, Marlowe, he only gave it what 10 yards last weekend. But it just seems like a screen pass. Y'all see my meme or my little short that I had. It is the short pass, man. They cannot seem to stop the screen pass or the deep bomb over the top. And you're saying it's the scheme. Okay, that's cool. All right. So next is, it's pretty much Baltimore's got to learn how to stop the screen pass. If they can learn how to stop the screen pass and the deep bomb over the top and not bite on the double move. And as long as we don't have to run into Andy Dalton again, that'd be great. Maybe he gets cut and picked up by another team Baltimore has to face. All right. So what'd you say, man? Andremir 86. Thanks for y'all joining this morning. Said big plays is what gets us. Absolutely. Yes, it definitely hits us over top of the head every time. So I appreciate your comment, bro. Thanks for coming through. So yeah, the pass D, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just 1 or 2 lapses in communication and coverage. And that's where the main time problem is. So stop talking about fire and wink. This he's doing a decent job, like I said, for about 3 quarters and maybe 13 minutes of a game. The rest of that is just like 2 big shot bombs. Nick Chubb, he's going to be a problem, folks. Going to be a major problem for this Ravens defense. And Nick has gone, I want to say the last 4 of the 5 games, he has gone over 100 yards. Baltimore may be giving up the cookies like that as well. They have been pretty solid against the run. Like I said, the Cincinnati game, they gave up some pretty big runs. And against the Vikings, they gave up, I think it was a screen pass that went for big, but it was to the running back. It was about 66 yards on that play. Baltimore definitely needs to put the clamps on the run and make sure Nick doesn't get started because that's going to open up the play action for Baker Mayfield. All right, so let's move forward into predictions real quick. I know there was other notes that I had as far as Baker. He's going through a lot of stress right now with the media because he's really having trouble concentrating on a game when he's taking shots at media. This dude hasn't been great. They barely beat the Lions. I think it was like 10-13. But I think everybody in the AFC North has barely beat the Lions because I mean, I don't know. The Lions just seem like they really want that W, and it just hasn't been happening. But they figure any opponent in the AFC North to look in the chops, they're like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one, folks. We're gonna get this W, and they just hadn't seen to pull it out. But it's been very, very close games. And shout out to the Lions. Hopefully they're able to pull it together now that they don't have to play any of us anymore. Let's move forward here into our predictions. Look, of course, I got to have my number one prediction up here again of Rashad finally getting in the end zone. First touchdown of the season versus the Browns. Can't wait to see this guy celebrate. Maybe he'll do the gritty or something along those lines. It'd be fun to watch Rashad Bateman finally get his touchdown. This is my prediction. This week is going to happen this week. Let's see what I got to say about that there. Okay, we'll go back on. Look at a comment here from Andre Mears. So hopefully Brandon Williams can finally make a difference in helping stopping the run. Yeah. Me personally, I think it's time for this guy to go. I think it's time for Brandon Williams to hit the bricks. He's just not as effective as he used to be. If you go look at the Colts game, there were times when he was just getting mauled. So yeah, done with that guy. Moving on, I want Mattabees to be able to take over and take that role like a monster. Let's go to our prediction number 2. The Ravens, they give up a shot play of 50 yards to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Look, it's like on schedule. Like, all right, have we given up the shot play yet? Okay. Somebody need to have a lapse in coverage at least 2 times this game. Let's go ahead and give up the deep shot. So Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to get a 50-yard, I'd say even 50-yard touchdown on this. Sorry to say it, but that just seems like the Ravens, that's what they do right now is give up that shot play. I still think we might win, but I think we're going to give up that shot play. Let's go back to the comments here. Said Browns. All right. Number 3. Lamar gets sacked 3 times by Garrett. Look, Garrett is like destroying the league right now in sacks. His game right now, his preparation in the offseason was sick. I don't know if y'all saw in the Instagram videos, this dude's hopping over boxes that like 6 feet tall. I mean, he looks like an athletic freak, and it is paying off during the regular season. I think before Sunday, I know he had 13 sacks and was leading the league. I don't know if he got any sacks on Sunday, but I mean, dude was balling out, like no doubt. One of the best defensive players in the league right now. Let's see. Check it out real quick. Garrett did not. He has 13 sacks on the season. He did not get a sack on Sunday. Yeah, dude is balling. All right, some comments here. We'll go back to it. Yeah, he's dead. He's definitely a monster. It's a scary thing to deal with. Let's go back here to prediction number 4. Like I said, I'm on the clock. I definitely had to get dressed and get going. Prediction number 4, Baker Mayfield throws a pick. He had 3 in the last 2 games. I mean, he's kind of being generous right now. So you go ahead and give some of that love here. Give me that pick. Give me the pick here. Baltimore needs a pick. I think they've only had 5 on the season. They definitely need to make sure they're starting more turnovers. I mean, they're causing fumbles, but I'd like to see some picks to the air, let this defense handle business and show that they're worth they're really actually a decent defense. I mean, they hold it down. Like I said, it's just 1 to 2 plays a game that they happen to have a mental lapse. And then my final prediction here, Lamar will not have the cramps. Look, y'all got to take a look at this. Like, this dude came out last year. Everybody for sure, they just thought for sure he was going to go take a poop. I mean, we know that walk. When you doing that walk all the way to the bathroom, yeah, that wasn't cramps. We know what that was, but he came out 10 pounds lighter, looking like Superman, did his thing. I predict he does not have the cramps this time, although if it would benefit us, yes, I would hope he would. But I am predicting, even though he's coming off of the sickness, that Lamar will not have cramps and Lamar will still be Superman. He will come back and do his thing on Sunday. Once again, final prediction. Nope, I'm not going there because every time I try to predict the game, it just goes completely south. Let's go back to the comments, see what y'all got to say before I roll out. As far as comments, yeah, you think Baker throws at least 1 interception? I think you are correct. He is going to give up the cookies at least once. Willard is here to talk that nonsense. Bring out those brooms. The Browns going to sweep Baltimore. Oh, boy, here we go. You over here selling wolf tickets you can't cash, buddy. It is not happening. Browns will not sweep Baltimore, you heard it here first at the home of Original Sports Perspective. So let's see here. Andre says, hopefully not. I'm with you, man. It's not happening. Wilbur says you will put up a Baker photo behind you after the sweep. Sounds like a pretty interesting bet. I tell you what, if they win, I will go ahead and green screen with a picture of Baker Mayfield as my in part of the background, in part of it. I ain't putting it in the whole back. Probably just somewhere up in here. I will green screen with Baker Mayfield in the background upon a sweep. You have to sweep. You got to win both games, homie. I will make that bet. I will go ahead and we can shake on it right here or shake whatever you want to do, shake, because it's not happening. Baltimore will get this W. Baltimore will invite y'all to town, feed you all the crab cake you can eat, and not give you any toilet paper and send you home. Believe that. Baltimore is getting this W. That is the only prediction I would make. I will not say by how much, but I will say Baltimore will get this win, even though it's a very even match team when it comes to time possession battle. It comes to Baltimore's defense sucking on the ground, but decent in the air, and Cleveland the exact opposite. They are terrible in the air. They're great on the ground. It is just going to be a full-on battle, but I just think the Baker Mayfield is going to be the difference maker here, and he's going to give up the cookies at least once that makes the difference in this game. Baltimore wins, folks. That's what I'm talking about here. To go back in as far as my predictions, Rashad finally gets his first touchdown. The Ravens give up a shot play to DPJ. Lamar gets sacked at least 3 times by Garrett. And then Baker Mayfield throws a pick, or at least one pick. And then Lamar does not have the cramps. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming through. I got to get going to work. I have about 4 minutes before I have to get dressed. Let's see what the final comments are, and then I got to bounce. So there's 3 comments left. Let's see here. My boy Justin P says, bro, we're going to sweep the Browns easily. I ain't saying that. It might be a split. I ain't saying there ain't going to be no sweep. Anyway, so you have to cheer for Cleveland the rest of the season. Oh, no, sir. That is not the stipulation of the bet. We will not put that in there. It is not happening. And then, yes, Andre said, look, we're going to send you home miserable. Yes, we want to send Baker home ready to go and fight Colin Cowherd on Monday morning because of the fact that we got this W. We want to just celebrate and just completely turn Charm City purple all over the place because of the celebration that's happening. We do not want to get whooped down in our home again like it was that dumb game. Was it 40-something, 20? Yeah, Gross knows the score. But, yeah, you know what the score is. But we don't want that to happen again. Anyway, like I said, I got to get rolling, folks. This is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. Thanks for tuning in. Just hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell. Make sure you share it with your friends. You know, like I said, I got to pass that collection plate around because we're trying to build to 1,000, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Oh, one last comment. I said, Baker going to wake up feeling dangerous. Browns 40, Ravens 25. Lord. All right. I can't end on that. Like, somebody give me some Ravens love before I roll out here. Nothing. Must be a delay. Anywho, thanks for tuning in to the home of Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. Hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe, smack the bell, share this thing. We're trying to build. Y'all take care. Peace.